The nation is in the wave process of reform agenda. Our government network as a whole should help redefine the reform process so that it becomes inclusive and give Nigerians a mental picture of how the success of the reforms will progressively move the nation forward. In order to convince Nigerians of the significance and cost of the reforms, the government public information tool should be inventive in how we present the reforms orientation, process, sacrifice, discipline, ownership, psychology, implementation, and benefit to Nigerians. If the government cannot find a way to effectively communicate the need for reforms, engage the public in the process, and set an example by cutting back on the expense of running government and the lavish salaries and benefits of top officials, the public will continue to view the extensive reform process negatively. There is nowhere in the world where the implementation of reforms are worked with the people smiling. The leading Asian nations' reforms were not a pleasant process. But by setting a good example, the leadership helped the populace tolerate the hard process. The punitive measure check on leadership, which had zero tolerance for corruption, irresponsibility, incompetence in public office and service, was one of the reform's selling features. If our political leaders will follow the path of discipline and responsibility to set a good example and allow human face to play a role in the implementation of the reforms, Nigerians will file in and then willfully go along with the policy. Then Nigeria may emulate the success of the tale of the Asian continent. In order for the public to endure the hardship of the reforms and heed the invitation to participate in the process, the government must provide the ideal environment for reform implementation.